Go play. Go play. Go, go, go. Go get your toys. Go get your ball. Good morning. Raise your hand if you slept in your mascara and it's killing your eyes. Good morning, good morning. What kind of hair is this? I don't know. I can't, y'all. I literally cannot. Sparrow, any other toy? No? Okay. Go get your bone. Your bone is so quiet. No? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. How's everybody doing this morning? It is Monday. I'd be like, where? First of all, for those of you who live in the same, world I live in, anybody else see them safari pics? Oh. My God, I'm about to put on my running shoes and run to Safari's house. Just kidding. Oh my Lord. Let me get this dog out of here. Y'all just look at this. Can you just look at that? This is what I deal with. Okay? Let me put him out because there's no way I'll be able to focus with him. Come on. Don't you tear that bed up. Come on. Go see everybody else. All right, so anyway, I took Max to the mother-son dance yesterday, which was great. I have to say, I loved it. We had a great time. Jeez. I can't, he's just such a cutie. And you know what I love about boys? They don't really care like girls care, they're not as embarrassed. So the DJ's playing all this music and all the boys are dancing. None of them are self-conscious. It was so great. We had a great time. So after I did my narcissist talk the other day about how you punish a narcissist, I got an email from a woman who wrote me this whole message. 20 pages long. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't typically read them when they're that long. I just don't have time. But something about her message, I don't know. I was just like, I need to read this. She basically explained to me that her man was a good man. He just... And then proceeded to clearly define him as a narcissist and clearly define all of the emotionally abusive behaviors he is exhibiting in their relationship. But he has a good job. But he's really good to my kids. But he has a nice car. But we live in his house. Okay, let me explain something to my sisters. Sisters, I'm speaking directly to you. Let these words seep into the very essence of your soul, okay? When you get rid of a narcissist, babe, you're not getting rid of a good man, okay? You're getting rid of a man who is not good for you. You have got to change your definition of a good man. No man is perfect. Let's say that. No woman is perfect. Let's definitely say that. But it's one thing for your dude to speak a different love language or not put the toilet seat down or not like your mother or whatever. It's a whole other thing for him to gaslight you, for him to emotionally manipulate and control you, for him to keep you paralyzed with fear about whether he's going to stay in the relationship or not. These are not traits of a good man. I don't care if this dude rides around in a whip that is sick, in a house that is big and beautiful. I don't care if he lavishes you with presents. I don't care if he has a great Dolly Parton 9 to 5. None of those things make him a good man if he is emotionally manipulating you and controlling you. Y'all have got to learn the difference between a good man and a man who is not good for you. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be patronizing in any way, because I know there are some people who are listening to this going, but, you know, no man is perfect and he's still a good man. No, he's not. If he is emotionally manipulating you and controlling you, he is not a good man. When you need, exactly, I don't know who just said it, but someone said it. When you need to come up with a list of reasons as to why he's a good man, to justify his gaslighting and lying and all of that, he's not a good man. That's not, no. And we as women especially have become so afraid of being alone or starting over that we will wrap the same man up in tinfoil and come right back and be like, look at these amazing leftovers. Look what I found. No, just the same old meatloaf you had in there since last Tuesday. You're not fooling anybody. You're definitely not fooling me. So I know that there is somebody watching this right now. Yes, we know it's not just men. I love the people that feel like they need to comment it's not just men. We know it is absolutely women too. But I am speaking to 97% women. So just cut me some slack so I don't have to keep going. And women, and men, and women, and men. Let's make the assumption that every single coffee talk applies to men, women, people who identify as men, people who identify as women, transgender, cross-dressers, gay men, gay women. Any coffee talk applies to anybody. I'm just speaking to the ladies because there's 97% of you are ladies. They're not going to change. Stop trying to build them up as good men. They are not good for you. And you know what? They could even be good men. Okay. He's a good man. Okay, honey, but he's not good for you because you're miserable. If you are unhappy in your relationship, if you are miserable in your relationship, if he is emotionally controlling you or manipulating you, he could be a good man all day and twice on Sunday. He is not good for you. That's just a fact. And I understand that you don't want to admit it because admission and truth requires change. And change is terrifying. I get it. But don't come at me like, well, he's a narcissist, but he's got a nice car. We live in a nice house. You're going to give me a twitch, girl. Please. You're going to give me a facial tick. I can't. No. You can't be afraid to lose somebody who's not good for you. You just can't. When I sat here and said to you guys, I don't know that Michael and I are going to make it. So many of you said, but Michael's such a good guy. Okay. But if he's not good for me, it doesn't make sense for me, does it? You can think he's a good man, and he is. But if he isn't good for me, it doesn't work. He's about to get naked. He's a good looking man, I'll tell you that much. And I understand. I know that there are some of you listening going, Jamie, I know what you're saying is right. I know he's not good for me, but I'm terrified. I don't know how to leave. I don't know what I'll do. I don't like feeling stuck. Okay? I don't have all the answers. I know it's scary. I know it's terrifying to think that you have to make huge change in your life. I totally get that. And we can figure that out together. As long as you are in a place where you can be honest with yourself, where you can stop making excuses for his behavior and trying to present him to the world that he's such a good man. Because guess what, y'all? When you finally get the courage to leave, everybody in your circle is going to look at you and go, I don't get it. You've been swearing to us for the last 5 years that he was a good man. If he's such a good man, why are you leaving? So be careful how hard you work to prove he's a good man when you know he isn't. Because then people be looking at you like this. Listen, guys, I love you. I want peace for you. I want happiness for you. I want you to be emotionally healthy. I want emotional freedom for you. I lived it. I lived in a relationship where I was being gaslit, in a relationship with a narcissist who made me fight and constantly prove myself for his love. And all the while, he had me on the front lines doing his dirty work while I was out there telling everybody what an amazing man he was. There was nothing amazing about him. He wasn't good. He wasn't good for me. It didn't stop me from standing there. I could hear the lies coming out of my mouth all the time. Oh, we're so happy. You know, he's so good. He cooks. Like, I was literally reaching. I'm like, he pushes the garbage down when it gets too full. Man, he just pushes it right down so it doesn't fall out on the floor. Oh, he's so good. He wears matching socks, y'all. Do you know how good he is? He wears matching socks. Girls, I was coming up with the most ridiculous shit to prove this man was a good man. Really? Oh, my God. When he shits, he flushes the toilet, y'all. You don't know how lucky I am. You don't know how lucky I am that he flushes the toilet when he shits, guys. Matching socks, flushes the toilet. Like, he's so good to me. The fuck? Y'all. And I had people believing that shit. Like, guys, did you hear how good Jamie's boyfriend is? When he shits, he flushes the toilet. Oh, no way. Girl. I'm like, I don't even have a speech prepared. Girl. Y'all. It gives me itches. It gives me hives. Just thinking about it. It literally makes my skin crawl. Just thinking about what I went through, what I allowed myself to go through, what I justified, what I... I can't. I got to try to save one person, one woman who's listening to this. I got to try to get through you. I have to. If you are literally somewhere trying to convince people that your man is the one because he wears matching socks and flushes after he takes a shit, girl, I've been there. You are reaching. I know it. But he sends you out there like a soldier to convince the world that he's a good man. And you're like, that's when you're at the CVS trying to find a Christmas card for this dude. And every single one, you're like, that's not true. That's not true. Are there any cards that say, you make me feel like shit and I'm trying to chase your love, but hey, at least you're still with me? Nope, there's no cards like that, ladies, because nobody wants you in a relationship like that. It's too much for me. It's literally too much for anyone who is listening, who is laughing, but kind of silently crying. I got you. And I'm telling you, you're like, so what did my friends say? I was so good at convincing them that he was a good man and that I should be in the relationship that they were literally clapping for this brother who flushed the toilet after he took a shit. Yeah, I was so good at it that they were like, okay. Y'all, Jamie, no, she got that good love. He flushes the toilet after he takes his shit. Everyone was like, okay, so happy for you. Y'all, I can't. I literally cannot. I'm so disgusted with myself. Every single time I think back to who I was, who I let that man make. I listen, and I tell you all the time, I have no regrets because I was saved. I found God, I was saved, and now I have Jesus. And I would not trade Jesus for anything. But y'all, you look handsome. Anyway. He's so handsome. Hold on. Let me do Wounded Warrior. If your girl only... All right. I love you guys. There's a share button right there. Somebody needs to hear this. Share this video. Share it. Somebody needs to hear this. Trust me. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great day.